Hey everyone, in this tutorial we're going to take a look at how to create high quality materials, how to manage material libraries, and how to properly separate a mesh so multiple materials can be assigned to a given model. Let's jump in. When working on materials, I like to use a sample model that represents the type of material that I'll be generating. In this case, I'm creating fabric type materials, so I'm using a simulated cloth mesh that I created. I'm using image-based lighting to light up my model. I'm using a physical material as my base shader. Next, I'll bring in a couple of OSL bitmap loaders so I can load in my PBR textures. You can find PBR texture kits on many websites such as textures.com or freepbr.com. Let's go ahead and hook up these to the corresponding inputs of my physical material. Remember, when using normal maps, they first need to pass through a normal bump node. Using the OSL bitmap loader allows me to control the scaling of my texture simultaneously, using a UVW transform node connected to the UV coordinates input of each texture. To create a custom material library, open the Material Map browser and select New Material Library. To add a material to your material library, drag any material's output connector into a given material library. Next, use an OSL color correction shader to modify the base color of your material. Modify the output tints to create variations of your material. You can save any number of these variations to your material library by simply renaming them and following the same process as shown earlier. In order to be able to assign different materials to different parts of your mesh, we'll need to assign material IDs. Select and assign a material ID to each element that will receive a different material. In this situation, I want to assign a black trim to the outer portion of my handbag. I can select a loop of edges and convert to polygons by holding the Control key down and selecting Face Subobject mode. From here, I can grow the selection until I'm satisfied, and assign an empty material ID. Here we can see that I've pre-populated my custom material library with a series of materials that I know I'll be using on this handbag. Bringing all these materials into the slate editor can get a little messy. You can hide unused node slots to clean things up. Lastly, use a multi-subobject shader and assign each material to the corresponding material IDs that we defined in the last step. Assign the multi-subobject shader to your model and you're ready to go. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.